Today, some residents in Superior got an up-close look at the work that firefighters do. Superior FD held an open house at their station on Tower Avenue. Officials say the event gives people in Superior a chance to get a better understanding of how their fire department operates. It's held every October to recognize Fire Safety Month. Fire Chief Cameron Volbrecht says many people are surprised to learn that responding to fires represents a part, but not all of the job. They also respond to medical emergencies, hazardous material crises, and rescue operations on land and water.
So what this is we'll demonstrate to the community how we do that. And they get a chance to look, feel, and touch a lot of our specialized equipment, as well as talk to our firefighters and ask them questions on how we get that done.
Volbrecht advises people to make sure their smoke and carbon monoxide detectors are working. He also says sleeping with the door to your bedroom closed can greatly minimize your risk of dying in the event of a fire.